Regina, I'm disappointed in you. I thought you were better than this. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about? What's the matter, Allie? I have no idea what you're talking about. What did I do to you?
Stop playing dumb with me. While we were abroad, you moved in with your husband's parents.
So? What's the problem?
What do you mean? You're lying to them. You should be ashamed.
Excuse me?
For years, you guys didn't even come to visit. But as soon as we leave the country, you move in with all of them? I don't think so, Regina. They're loaded. They got a lot of money. That's why. You're only doing this for the money. I just know it.
Huh? Hold on. What are you saying? You got this all wrong, Allie.
Stop lying to me. My brother-in-law told me everything. But now he's working away from home, right? So now you're the only one there. I know everything, okay? And now that he's gone, you're probably spending their money like crazy. I just know it. Stop trying to deny it. Admit it.
What? No. Ken told you all this? That I'm using their money without permission?
Well, not like that, but I knew what he meant. I understood what he was trying to say.
Okay.
So you tricked them and moved in with them. And now you're stealing money from them? You're horrible. This is fraud. This can't be legal. You're a criminal, Regina. And I'm not gonna stand for it. You're not getting away with this. Get out, now! Move out! You don't belong there! I'm gonna live there myself. I'll look after them, got it? Stay out of it. We're gonna take care of everything around the house, got it?
Huh? You're gonna move in here? You serious?
Yeah, I'm heading back home soon. Almost done with work around here. I'm gonna be working home again, so that's why I called my brother-in-law. I'm moving in as soon as we get back, and that's final. And John agreed to this already, so John is their real son. His parents would love to have him around, I'm sure. Much better than a criminal like yourself.
If you say so, but... You sure about this? Are you absolutely sure?
Yes. What are you so confused about? I guess your plan to take over their house didn't work. Too bad. You lose. Just get out and drop it, got it? I'll force you out of there if I have to. John is gonna be the man of the house from now on. If you want to fight this, fine. We'll sue you. You got no choice. Leave now.
Okay then. I'll go. I'll leave as soon as possible. I gotta pack and find a new place to live, though. Just give me some time. I'll be out of your hair in no time.
Glad you understand. I thought you'd put up much more of a fight. Oh well, works for me. You could have time to pack and stuff, but don't take too long now. But if you steal anything from the house, I'll know. So don't even think about it. I'll give you a week, not a day longer, got it? You better be out of there by the time we get back into the country. Understand?
Alright, sounds good. Well then, good luck with the house, I guess. You're gonna need it.
Huh! What is that supposed to mean? You sound pathetic. Just stop it. Hurry up and pack. Go! Get the hell out!
Alright. Bye.
Hey, Regina! Hey! Answer me! You there?
Hey, you back in the country? Welcome home. It's pretty cold here, isn't it?
What the hell is all this? The house. It's a mess. This place is a dump. Did you get robbed or something? What happened here? And what's wrong with them? They're acting all weird. And it kind of smells in here too. What the hell is going on? Explain yourself.
Slow down. Take a deep breath. I cleaned up before I left, but it's been a few days, so They're always like this. Not much you can do about it. And the smell? Ugh, I know it's bad. I can't get it out anymore. I tried, but you just gotta get used to it, I guess.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
You're upset. I get it. I don't blame you. You're probably expecting something else, right? Taking care of old people? It's much harder than you think, you know. I was surprised myself. Took me a while to get used to it, too. But no worries. You'll get the hang of it, I'm sure. I told their caretaker to call you, so no worries. You should be getting a call from them soon. If you have any questions, you can ask me anytime.
Hold on. Wait, what the hell are you talking about? Caretaker? What do you mean by that? Why do you need a caretaker? You're not making any sense.
Huh? What do you mean? They need around-the-clock care.
Huh?
Wait, you didn't know? Bob, after he broke his leg last year, he couldn't go out as much anymore. Then, he got dementia. And, he's really violent now. We tried putting him in a home, but nobody would take him. So we had no choice but to look after him at home, but I got hundreds of bruises because of him. He throws stuff too, so just be careful. Try not to get hurt.
What?
And Heather, she went senile as well. But she could still move around and stuff, so we didn't put her in a home or anything. But sometimes she goes outside during the night and starts screaming. This one time, she told all the neighbors I was stealing money from her for some reason. Not sure why, but... And this other time, the salesman came to our house and tried to sell her a bunch of useless junk. She tried to take out a loan under my name to buy it. It was a close one. So, if someone comes to the door, don't let her answer. Who knows what she might do next? Just try to keep her inside the house. All she does is cause trouble, so...
Hold on! Wait! What do you mean? I had no idea about any of this! Nobody told me this! This is the first time I'm hearing about this!
What? I texted John about it. You should know. When his dad was in the hospital, I told him everything. He knows about all of this. He didn't tell you? And, just to be clear, I didn't move in with them to steal their money, okay? After her husband broke his leg, Heather asked me to move in with them. To help them around the house and stuff, you know? So, yeah, I was only trying to help.
What? No. Nobody told me about this!
Well, I told John, so... And he was really grateful for it. When I told him about all of this, he thanked me. Not sure why he didn't tell you, but not my problem.
That can't be.
I guess you should have talked to him before jumping to conclusions. But guys, they always forget to tell you important stuff. My brother is the same way, so I know. And sometimes, they only talk about things they want to talk about. And my husband is the same way. When he heard about them going senile, he ran off like a coward. He didn't want any part of this, I guess. Pathetic, if you ask me. And when I asked him to send me some money for medical bills and stuff, he just made a bunch of excuses and hung up the phone. He knows they're broke, you know, but he didn't care. It's so messed up. He doesn't do anything for them.
Well, they're broke? What do you mean? Why? How? Explain yourself. They were loaded and their house is huge. What do you mean they're broke? That can't be. You used it all, didn't you? I knew it!
How many times do I have to tell you? I didn't touch their money. It was probably them. And the medical bills are really expensive too, so... And after going senile, Heather started spending money like crazy. She was always buying random stuff from strangers. This one time, she came home with a bag full of jewelry. They all looked fake though. And this other time, some contractors showed up at her house and scammed her. They did all kinds of renovation work around the house, but I don't think any of it was necessary. That set her back about $30,000, so... But then, before the construction was over, they ran off. Oh, and her husband owns a bunch of land, and taxes are really expensive on those. But we don't even know where they are. And he's gone senile, so we'll probably never know. So yeah, money is pretty tough. I told him to sell the land, but he doesn't want to. And even if he says yes, you gotta find it first, so yeah, long story short, they're flat out broke. I had to use my own money to pay their bills for a while. It was about $5,000 a month.
$5,000? No way! You're joking me, right? How do you have that kind of money anyways? You're a housewife, aren't you?
I'm a designer. I work from home. And I invest in stocks, so I got plenty of money. I make much more than my husband. Don't tell him though. I'll just upset him.
What? Wait, hold on. So, they're broke, and they need around-the-clock care. And it's going to take $5,000 a month to look after them? Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much, yeah. Sorry, I thought you knew about this. I don't know what you had in mind, but it probably wasn't this. Oh well, they're your problem now, so good luck.
No! No! No way! I can't do this! No way! Please, come back, please!
No, I don't think so. And, we're not family anymore, so I'm getting a divorce.
What? Divorce?
Yeah, my idiot of a husband. He's cheating on me. He's really enjoying this. Working away from home. He's out of control. He has multiple mistresses now. And meanwhile, I'm looking after his parents. Can you believe that? I don't even know what to say to him anymore.
What? Seriously? He's cheating on you? But, wait, if you do that then, why take care of his parents in the first place?
Yeah, I know. I should have left him years ago. Well, nothing I can do about it now, so guess I was just tired. Too tired to think, you know? Looking after the two elderly people by myself. Paying $5,000 a month to pay the bills for them, doing this around the house for them. Meanwhile, my husband is out there cheating on me. It was a mess. I wanted to get away from it all. But I don't know. I just couldn't do it for some reason. Maybe I was afraid of what people would think of me if I ran away. And the house? If I left, who's gonna take care of it, you know? I guess it wasn't really my problem, but I don't know. I just couldn't leave. I guess I just felt bad or something, so I kept going. I wasn't even thinking anymore. I was losing money left and right, but I was too tired to care. I was working my ass off, but nobody even thanked me. It's not a nice feeling. Have you ever felt that way before? Probably not. But, now it's your turn, so you'll see what I'm talking about.
Wait, what? What do you mean? Wait!
When you told me to get out of the house, I was so relieved. It changed everything for me. I was so grateful. I was finally free, you know? Free from my husband, his parents, all of it. In a way, you saved me. Few more months of this and I would have lost it, so for that, I'll forever be grateful to you, Allie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Finally, I can go back to living my own life.
Wait, hold on. That's not why
But you said it yourself. You said you'd take care of them, and the house. You called me a criminal if I remember correctly. You told me to get out. You said you'd take care of everything. Don't even try to deny it. I took a screenshot of your messages. When I'm feeling down, I look at it. It makes me feel a lot better, you know?
No! I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said all those things about you. I didn't mean it, honest. I had no idea about any of this.
I was this close to losing it, so again, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Well then, good luck to you. You're gonna need it. I got a lot to do. I gotta start preparing for the divorce, so bye.
Wait, Regina. Please, wait. Hold on. I lied. I got fired. That's why I came home. I don't have a job anymore. I'm sorry. Please don't leave me. Please.
She tried calling me after that, but I blocked her and ignored her. After finding out the truth, Allie and her husband tried to make a run for it. But they didn't even have a job anymore, and they were flat out broke, so they had nowhere to go. They were thinking about leeching off of their parents, but that didn't work. They had no choice but to stay with them. A few months later, they finally got a job, but they were barely making ends meet. And taking care of 2 elderly people while working a full-time job was nearly impossible. And their parents spent money like crazy. They were up to their necks in debt now. They started fighting every day. The house was a mess. And sometimes, the neighbor had to call the cops on them. Allie was devastated. She was screwed. Her life was over. Oh well, not my problem. Good riddance if you ask me. I heard they went on welfare after that. Oh well, who cares? As for me, I got a huge cash settlement from my ex-husband and his mistress in the divorce. Got my own apartment and got 2 puppies from a friend. I was free at last. It felt amazing. Time to move on with my life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey Rachel, how's it going? Is now a good time?
Hey Eloise, I'm doing great, thanks. Sure, what's up?
A ton of boxes just showed up at your house, didn't they? They had oranges written on them, right? You sure you're gonna be able to eat all those with just your family of 3? I'm happy to help you out. Just give me some and you won't have to worry about them spoiling. Shall we say 2/3? I'm on my way to pick them up now, so make sure they're ready, 'kay, honey?
Sure, they might say that, but it's not oranges inside.
Huh?
They probably got these boxes from the local supermarket.
What on earth? How confusing. Whatever. You don't necessarily have to give me oranges. Anything is fine.
Excuse me?
Yes, anything will do. You'll give me some things. Won't you, sweetie?
No, I have nothing to give you. All that's inside the boxes is borrowed morning clothes.
Morning clothes?
I'm pregnant with my second little one right now, and it's hard to find things that fit. So I had to borrow some maternity-use morning clothes from my sister.
That's no good. I don't plan on having any more kids now, so even if you gave them to me, what use would they be to me? You can do better than that.
I wasn't going to give them to you anyway.
Besides, how can that many boxes be full of nothing but morning clothes? That would just be weird. You're hiding something. What is it? What is it?
No, I'm not hiding anything, really. There are a couple of other things in them, but nothing special.
Fantastic. I'll have those then.
I told you, I have nothing to give you.
Oh, don't be so silly. You know how much you love helping out your friends, sweetie. I'm on my way now. Won't be long.
Listen to me, Eloise. The only other things are foodstuffs, and they all contain gluten, which, as far as I remember, you're extremely allergic to. Are you not?
Huh?
My sisters-in-law run a bakery. They're planning on releasing a new cookie range over the next couple weeks. They asked me if I could do some taste testing and sent the cookies along with my sister's clothes. It could be pretty careless of me to feed you a load of cookies containing gluten, knowing how badly you would react to it, don't you think?
Good grief. I had no idea you were so mean, Rachel. What's with you lately?
What's with the... I don't follow.
You get sent boxes upon boxes full of stuff, and yet you don't have a single thing for me?
What the... I didn't have these boxes sent on the assumption that I would be giving you anything in the first place, so I don't understand what you're mad about.
Ugh! If you're borrowing morning clothes, that must mean you have a memorial service to go to.
Right, yes.
And given the timing, is the memorial on Sunday by any chance?
Yes, it is.
Now, it would make sense that the banquet after the memorial has already been arranged and paid for. Aha! I've got it. You can make up for this by inviting me along to the banquet.
What?
I'll let you off having to give me anything if you invite me to the banquet and let me sample all the delicious food.
No, really, what are you talking about? It's a memorial for family members only. I don't even know you that well, Eloise.
Oh, don't be so mean-spirited. I've got an idea. If I can't come along on my own, how about I bring a +1?
My little Kaiser would love to come. I bet your daughter Sandy would love to be able to play with one of her friends. You know how dull these things can be for kids. Kaiser? My adorable little son, of course. Wait, no way. Your son's called Kaiser?
That's right.
That's strange. He told me and Sandy his name was Taylor. So that's what we've been calling him this whole time. I mean, I guess I just assumed that was his name.
Oh, he's such a silly boy. His name's Kaiser. It means king in German, you know. Dearie me, don't tell me you didn't know. You should try exploring a little international culture every now and then. It might do you some good. This is what you get for not having a basic knowledge of the major languages of the world. Now you just look like an uncultured swine.
Right. Anyway.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't try and change the subject. It's settled. Me and Kaiser will be tagging along for the post-memorial banquet. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I am.
No, wait.
Toodles!
No matter what you say, you're not invited to the banquet and you will not be getting in. Even if you show up, there won't be any food for you or your son. Hey, Rachel, are you there? Hey, Mom, what is it? How's the baby doing? Lively. I can feel it moving all the time now. I'm feeling pretty good myself, all things considered. I won't go into detail on the severe French fries dipped in chocolate cravings, though. Oh, dear. Whatever will we do with you? Listen, I wanted to talk to you about the memorial. Is everything looking good on your end? Yep, things are shaping up well. Great. Well, I need to speak to you about the venue. You see, the restaurant we booked proposed we move it to a different location. Huh? They did? The owner caught wind of there being a heavily pregnant lady among the guests. Now, he says the restaurant we booked can get fairly cramped, and there's a long walk, including a small flight of stairs from the car park. Out of consideration, he proposed we move to his second restaurant, which he says is a lot more spacious and easily accessible for someone in your condition. Oh, I see. I didn't even know they had a second restaurant. Apparently, it opened last week. Thinking about it, we'd be among some of the first guests. Aside from being more easily accessible, it's also only 10 minutes away from the church. I actually think it seems like a much better candidate. What do you think? Wow, no kidding? That's actually a really big help. Aw, that's so kind of them. Isn't it just? Okay, I'll give them a call and let them know we'd like to move ahead with the switch. Great, thanks, Mom. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. The reservation is in your name, right? Yes? Why? Maybe it's better I just tell you. What happened? Is something wrong? It's one of my friends. Well, acquaintances. It's one of the moms from kindergarten. I think I mentioned her to you before. Does the name Eloise ring a bell? Oh, she was the annoying one who's always pestering you for free stuff, right? How could I forget? Yep, that's her. The thing is, it looks like she's got the memorial service in her sights this time. The memorial service in her sights? What does that mean? She's dead set on showing up at the banquet afterwards and seems to think she's going to help herself to all the food we paid for. Obviously, I told her that won't be happening. Wow, she really is shameless. I made sure to not give her any details on things like the venue and time, but she can be surprisingly sharp and resourceful when she wants to be. I thought it would be best to warn you beforehand, just in case anything happens. Got it. Thanks. I'll be on the lookout for gatecrashers. Don't worry about anything, okay? I've got eyes like a hawk. All right. I think that's just about everything then. So we'll all be meeting in the church car park at 11 a.m. on the day of the service, okay? Got it. Make sure to thank the restaurant owner on my behalf. Okay. Take it easy, sweetie, and be careful moving around, okay? It won't be long till the little ones do now, remember? I know. I'll be careful. Thanks, Mom.
Rachel, will you be coming out of the church soon? I thought I may as well make my way to the restaurant before you all arrived, so I'm here eating pizza as we speak.
Naturally, my first order was the New Yorker. Spicy pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, peppers. And OMG, this big meaty sauce is just to die for. I'm in heaven. Next, I'm thinking of being a little bold and going for the ham and pineapple. Pineapple on a pizza? Yep, I'm feeling that adventurous. Ooh, apparently they have Mediterranean too. It's not every day I get to come to an expensive pizza place like this, and I figure since you're treating me, I may as well eat my fill. You have got no idea how spoiled for choice I am here. The barbecue chicken looks amazing too. Kaiser's having a blast. You wouldn't think that such a small child would be capable of dispatching with so many pizzas in such a short space of time. He truly eats like a king. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is so kind of you. All right, I can't resist anymore. The ham and pineapple can wait. I'm going barbecue. Let's do this. Rachel, pick up the phone. This is an SOS. Are you coming? I said pick up the phone. Huh? Eloise? What's going on? Explain yourself. The staff are saying you don't have a reservation here. When I told them to add the bill to yours, they said there was no booking under that name, or no big group bookings at all today for that matter. I just checked through our message history to see if I said anything that might give you the impression what you just did was a good idea. Just as I thought, nothing. What are you playing at, Eloise? I came to the pizza restaurant because you said you'd treat me. You said I could come along for the banquet. Excuse me? The booking for the banquet after the memorial was at Papa Ron's, was it not? No. Huh? What? But I saw you and your family all going into the church, and I went out of my way to get here before everyone else. What on earth is going on? How could you do this to little Kaiser? We probably would have gone to Papa Ron's had this been a memorial for someone in my husband's family, since my in-laws are obsessed with the place. Why do I get the feeling you knew that and that's why you went? You're creeping me out. Oh, don't be so dramatic. You're the one who told me before that your husband's family holds all their get-togethers at Papa Ron's. It's Kaiser's favorite too. Besides, wasn't today the anniversary of the day your husband's grandpa died? That's why I was certain you'd be holding the banquet here. I would have bet my life on it. My husband's grandpa's death anniversary was 2 months ago. 2 months ago? Today was a memorial for one of my own relatives. What? Sure, the church we held the memorial at today was the same one my husband's family used, but the banquet will be held at a different restaurant, one my mom chose, in fact. Oh, is that so? Well, I haven't heard a thing about it. Why didn't you tell me? I don't know. Could it perhaps be because I have absolutely no obligation to tell you anything? You're the one who said you'd treat me to some free pizza. Nothing you're saying makes any sense. Nope, I definitely didn't say that. You're delusional. Oh my God, how could you do this to me? You need to pay for all the pizza we just ate, like right now. The manager's looking at me like I'm some kind of criminal. Like hell I do. This is not my problem. You ate the pizza, you pay for it. But I didn't bring any money with me. Gah! You have no idea how stressful that was. They were accusing me of trying to leave without paying. I had to leave my passport at the restaurant while I went home to get the money. I somehow managed to scrape enough together with what we had lying around the house. Miraculously, I had enough, so they gave my passport back and let me go once I paid. But you owe me $155. You better make damn sure you pay up because I'll be seeing you in court otherwise. Now, by way of getting even for the stunt you just pulled, me and Kaiser are thinking of going for another meat feast. Ready for round 2? Pick up the goddamn phone, woman! You better not be pulling this crap on me again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, pay the price. What is it this time? I'm coming very close to blocking you.
We just had pizza at Little Ebenezer's.
Excuse me?
I was absolutely certain I had the right place this time, but you're not here. Again. Why? This bill ran up to $230 this time.
Wow, are you being serious? This has to be a joke, right? No one does this, do they? You mean after stuffing your face at Papa Ron's, you went somewhere else for seconds?
Little Ebenezer's is the only other expensive pizza place near the church. I was sure it had to be this one. But once again, you have no reservation here, nor does anyone under your family's name. And once again, you've slithered your way out of treating me to my pizza for the second time in a row like the devious little snake you are.
I told you, I never said I would treat you to pizza. Even if, for argument's sake, we were in the same restaurant, you still wouldn't be getting anything. Not a single slice of pepperoni, not a single crumb of my crust. Nothing.
Mark my words, you will be treating me to pizza. Rachel, this is harassment now. Plain and simple. You're not in their second restaurant either. I just had to pay another $150 for crying out loud. Lord, give me strength. I'm messaging you from the toilets. I had no choice but to lock myself in. I don't have any money. I don't even have anything back at the house anymore. What do you plan on doing about this?
Oh my God. You actually went to their second restaurant? I refuse to believe it. This can't be. No one is this insane, are they? Tell me it's all been a joke.
I checked on their site and found out they opened a second restaurant in the area recently. I was 100% sure this time. It had to be here. Where else could you possibly go?
Criminal behavior aside, you sure can eat a lot of pizza, huh?
Shut up and tell me where you are already. Enough with the games. Just tell me, now.
I'm at home.
Huh?
We were already on our way home by the time you messaged me from the main store.
What? Have you lost your mind? Why is it so much to ask for you to treat me to some pizza? You owe me a total of $535 now, and believe me, I will see you in court if you don't pay up.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not paying you a cent. Besides, I think you've already had your fair share of dough for today.
This isn't funny. I'll be suing you for the emotional trauma you've caused me too. I had a panic attack when I first locked myself in the toilet, you know. I want $25,000 for the stress you've caused me. The total you owe me comes to $25,535. You better start getting the money ready because I'm going to be at your house real soon.
Surely that's not possible.
Huh?
My mom, the one who made the booking for today, just got a call from Little Ebenezer's second store. They told me you tried shifting your bill onto me.
Well, duh, of course I did.
My mom told them you have absolutely nothing to do with us and advised they take whatever action they find appropriate. Apparently, they reported you to the police for eating without paying.
The police?
You should probably start thinking about bringing your toilet lockdown to an end and facing the music real soon, if you value not having a criminal record.
How the hell can I go outside after the mess you got me into?
If you cause trouble for the store, you may even be liable to be charged for damages under obstruction of business. The $535 pizza bill will be the least of your worries if that happens.
Oh my God, this is some kind of nightmare. Please wake up, please wake up, please wake up!
Eloise, whose favorite pastime seemed to be pestering others for money, got herself into a frenzied panic when she realized she finally had to pay for something herself. Apparently, she bolted out of the toilets like a horse the moment I mentioned the possibility of her being charged for damages. She was taken home by the police, who happened to arrive at precisely that moment. Her husband filed for divorce the moment he was made aware of the situation, and he showed up at our house the next day to apologize. For the time being, she's being kept under the watchful eye of her parents while being forced to help out with the family business. Her husband will be taking custody of their son, who, I heard, is relieved to finally be able to change his name. Apparently, he hated being called Kaiser and wants to use switching kindergartens as an opportunity to change it to Taylor, just like he always wanted to. His dad seems like a nice guy with some common sense, so I've got a feeling this will turn out for the best for both of them. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'll have to think of a name for the little one in my own belly real soon.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Sonia! I have a teeny-weeny little favor to ask you. This week's edition of the weekly manga magazine I like is going on sale today. Everyone's super hyped about it. Go and buy me it, okay?
Hey, Veronica. I'm really sorry, but I'm at work today, so I can't do that.
Oh, come on! Don't be like that. You get breaks, don't you? It only take you 5 minutes to go to the convenience store.
You make it sound so simple, but it takes me an hour and a half to get to the nearest convenience store and back. You're right, I do get breaks, but they're not that long.
Oh, stop it, Sonia. You're just being argumentative on purpose now. Go get me my magazine. Oh, and make sure you don't get the monthly one by mistake. It's the weekly one I want. Weekly, you got that?
Go buy it yourself. You got that?
Ugh, you're so annoying.
The only time you left the house this year was to go to that manga convention half a year ago, wasn't it? You should really make more of an effort to leave your room sometimes. The sunlight would do you good.
Like I said, stop being argumentative. Just go and buy my magazine.
I can't get away from work. Besides, I take it I'd be the one paying for it?
You're saying you can't afford $2? After reading last week's edition of Demon Sprayer, I can barely contain myself. I just have to read the next one. Apparently, the main character's gonna learn a new breathing attack. I want to read it now.
Like I said, if you want to read it so badly, go buy it yourself. There's a convenience store like 2 minutes away from your house, isn't there?
Going outside is such a drag.
How can going outside and walking for 2 minutes be a drag? I'm going back to work.
No, wait! You're such a tightwad, Sonia. Ugh, I didn't get to read this week's edition. This is all your fault, Sonia. You disgust me.
So you didn't end up going out to buy it?
I asked Mom to go and pick it up for me, but she bought the weekend edition by mistake. This is why I asked you. She doesn't know what she's looking for. I was at my wit's end, so I asked Dad when he got home from work instead. But he bought the freaking children's edition. Is it seriously so difficult to go out and buy a comic book from the convenience store? Why is everyone in this family so useless?
It's just like they say, if you want something done properly, do it yourself. Don't you understand why it might be difficult for someone who doesn't read manga to differentiate between different editions?
Maybe so, but the only reason I asked them in the first place is because you were being too much of a tightwad to get it for me.
I told you I was at work. There was nothing I could do about it.
5 minutes wouldn't have hurt you.
Maybe if you'd had a single job in your life, you'd understand why what you're saying is ridiculous. You're 38 years old. Your dad's gonna be retiring to live off his pension next year. Don't you think it's about time you stopped being a neat shut-in and maybe started looking for a job or a husband? I think it's about time you started getting your life together and seriously thinking about the future. That is, if it's already not too late.
Ugh, shut up. You're so annoying.
Okay, I see. I'm annoying, am I? Here's the thing. I'm not gonna change my mind, and I'm just gonna carry on saying the exact same things to you. So if I'm really that bad, I recommend you just stop speaking to me.
What? You really think the fact you happen to have a job and some money makes you special? Don't you? Get off your high horse, you condescending weasel. Hey, are you there? Please respond.
Hey, Sonia, you got a minute?
Huh? Brett? Are you off work today?
Yeah, I went on one of my days off to help out with a staff shortage, so they gave me today off instead.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, listen, sis. I had a really weird phone call at work, and there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
How do I even ask this? So you know that comic book that's really popular right now, Demon Slayer?
Yes. My son has the standalone book, so I'm no expert, but I do know about it.
Well, apparently some strange woman cosplaying as one of the main characters showed up at the office and told the receptionist she was my girlfriend.
What the hell?
Apparently, when she heard it was my day off, she walked off looking all dejected. Before that, when the receptionist asked her name, she said it was Veronica Watson. But isn't that your sister-in-law? The shut-in who does nothing but read comic books and never leaves the house?
What? You're joking.
Isn't she almost 40?
She's 38, going on 50. Decades of sunlight deprivation and subsisting solely on a diet of potato chips and cola has not been kind to her.
I'm pretty sure I've only ever met her once, you know? That one time at your wedding? I really don't think we're familiar enough for her to be going around telling people she's my girlfriend.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
My boss started teasing me when he phoned me to tell me what happened. So that's the kind of girl you're into, Brett? I can't believe it. You have no idea how embarrassing this is.
Oh, just what the hell is my sister-in-law playing at? Has she lost her mind? Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. It's not your fault. Don't apologize. I just don't want anything to do with her, that's all. I'd prefer she stayed away from me from now on.
Yeah, of course. I totally understand that. If she ever tries coming near you again, feel free to say whatever you like to her. Or even run away. Running away is fine too. I'll warn her. I'll make it clear she needs to leave you alone.
All right, thanks. I'm counting on you, sis.
Veronica, I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh, Sonia, perfect timing. I need to ask you a favor.
Buy your own freaking comic books.
Huh? Comic books? Nothing's even going on sale today, you dweeb.
Well, what favor do you want to ask me then?
So it's like this. I want you to arrange a date for me.
A date? Are you looking for a husband now?
I wouldn't go as far as saying I'm looking for a husband, but I've been doing a lot of thinking since our conversation the other day. And I think you're right. I'm not getting any younger, and I can't go on relying on mom and dad forever. Things could end up getting difficult for me if I don't get my butt in gear. Guess what? I had a stroke of genius.
A stroke of genius?
So, you have a little brother, right? Brett! I heard he graduated university with high honors this year and immediately got a job at a prestigious major company. Is that true?
Well, yeah, it is, but why? What does my brother have to do with anything?
Me and him are gonna get married.
What?
Don't you think it's just the best idea? I'm so clever, I even surprise myself sometimes.
Wait, no way. Is that why you showed up at his company and pleaded with the receptionist to bring him out to you?
It may have something to do with it. I wanted to arrange a date, but the problem was, I didn't know his number. That's why I had no choice but to go and see him directly at work. Unfortunately, he wasn't there today. My hopes were dashed this time, but the fire of my determination yet burns brightly.
Veronica, just wait a second. You do know, don't you? Brett is 23 years old. You're 38.
Yep, I know.
What? You're pulling these crazy shenanigans while fully being aware of the 15-year age gap?
If I'm gonna get married, it only makes sense that I bag myself a promising young hunk.
What?
Plus, when I looked through all the group photos back from that time we met at the wedding, I realized he looks just like my favorite anime character. I never noticed when we met, but wow, it's uncanny. They're even the same age. If this isn't fate, I don't know what is.
Oh, good God. Is that why you were cosplaying as an anime character when you barged into his office demanding to see him?
I thought it would make a stronger impression on him.
Veronica, I'm really not sure if that's the kind of impression you want to leave on someone.
On top of all that, if I marry him, I'm guaranteed never to have to worry about money for the rest of my life. What with him working at a prestigious major company and all, I can live in a perpetual ease and luxury as his stay-at-home housewife. I'll never have to work a day in my life. He ticks all the boxes. My dream man. We can live in a big detached house with a garden and a pond. We could even hire a gardener and some maids. Oh, I get butterflies in my stomach just thinking about it. Our dream life.
As long as you know it's just a dream.
Huh? Oh, let me guess. You don't think we deserve to be happy because there happens to be a slight age gap, is that it? There are tons of couples with 15-year age gaps these days. Get with the times already. It's like the old saying goes, when you truly love someone, age is just a number.
Yeah, sure, but that only applies when both parties are willing participants in the relationship.
How do you know he won't be? We haven't even met properly yet.
That's not the point! You shouldn't even be getting your hopes up because it's not happening. Ugh, there's no way I'd ever introduce an arrogant, entitled, self-destructive, neat shut-in like you to my little brother. I respect him too much.
OMG! How can you be so cold? How can you be so intent on shooting us down before we've even had a chance to launch? We could be the best couple of all time.
I don't doubt that there's a lovely woman out there somewhere who'd make a perfect wife for him. But the one thing I am certain of is that it's not you.
You're the cruelest person I've ever met. Your words, they pierce my heart like a blade.
Cruel is fine by me. The only reason you're interested in him is because you're so desperate to get out of having to work. I wouldn't introduce my brother to an idle, greasy slob like you if you were the last woman on Earth. I'd rather he marry a monkey. At least a monkey would leave the house.
How could you? Here I am, finally trying to turn my life around just like you told me to, and this is how you treat me? I'm really trying. I'm doing my best here. We wouldn't even be having this conversation if not for you. The least you could do is help me.
Your efforts are misdirected, and there's no way I'll be a part of this lunacy. Why can't you just be a normal and get a job or find someone who will date you willingly? There are 1,000,001 ways to meet guys, if that's what you want. Blind dating events, dating sites, bars, take your pick.
I don't have time for things like that.
Not my problem. Ugh. The bottom line is, you're not marrying my brother. You better stay away from him.
Ugh.
He's not interested in you at all. Please, do not go near him again. I'm asking you nicely here.
Sonia! Help! She's here!
What?
Veronica! She came back! She just barged into the office cosplaying as an anime character again!
What?
I'm at work today. The plan was to tag along with the boss while he went out into the car to conduct some house calls. Just as I was waiting by the entrance getting ready to leave, she sprinted over out of nowhere and started yelling some weird crap. Something like marriage breath type 1. She looked ready to pounce me at any second.
Oh my.
Thankfully, security was all over her like a rash. And they pulled her into the holding room where they're watching her like a hawk as we speak. The only reason I didn't call the police is because she's family.
No, call the police.
What? Really?
Listen, I actually told the in-laws, her parents, about what happened yesterday. It turns out they're very much aware of her issues, and they said if she ever does anything like that again, they're happy for you to call the police on her, no questions asked. Oh, I am so sorry for all the trouble, but if she does it again, please don't hesitate to call the cops. She needs to know that actions have consequences.
Got it.
Sonia, how could you? Why do you tell Brett it was okay to call the police? I may only be your sister-in-law, but that still makes me your sister. Not only that, but I'm still your little brother's future wife. How could you do this to me?
Are you still harping on about this? My brother is not marrying you.
Yes, he is.
He hasn't looked at you in that way even once, I assure you. In fact, I'm pretty sure he genuinely would rather marry a monkey. Just give up.
How can you be so sure? We haven't even gotten to know each other yet. The plan was to go on a date and woo him with my feminine charm. Stop getting in my way.
Cut the crap, Veronica. I've had enough.
Huh?
It's time I told you a truth that will yank you back down to reality out of this twisted fantasy world you live in. My little brother has a 30-year-old girlfriend.
Huh? 30? That means she's older than him. Why can she date him but I can't, you hypocrite?
Because they're both willing participants in the relationship. They met when she was his teacher back in high school. He told me he fell for her kind, dignified, warm personality, and said that he was always just so at ease and content when they were together. He spent 2 years going on the attack after he graduated school, and now they're an official couple. This is what people mean when they say, when you truly love someone, age is just a number. Not constantly showing up at someone's work in cosplay outfits like some psycho stalker!
Aha! I see! If Brett has a thing for older ladies, that means I might actually be in with a chance.
I thought you might have had a screw loose at first, but I'm starting to think they all fell out a long time ago.
Huh? What does that mean?
Relationships and marriage can only exist on the foundation of mutual consent. You can't force someone to want to be with you. How can you possibly think this insane way of interacting with people could ever work?
But...
Goodbye. My, oh my. That was quite the little episode, wasn't it? I have no idea how much of what I said she actually understood. I don't know whether it was due to her already having been warned by the police or finding out Brett had a girlfriend bringing her back down to reality, but she finally gave up on her maniacal pursuit of my little brother. However, the in-laws, Veronica's parents, were faced with the painful realization that they bore some responsibility for their daughter's questionable lifestyle choices because they'd always spoiled her. She was exiled to live with a distant relative who ran a monastery, whose catchphrase was, "Fasting and prayer are life's greatest joys." She vowed to instill some discipline into the wayward child, and Veronica's daily life came to consist of 5 a.m. starts, followed by rigorous exercise and scripture study. She did protest her exile, insisting she couldn't go due to the final edition of Demon Slayer being due for release the following week, but her mom, who was usually calm and docile, scared the life out of her, shrieking like a banshee, "You are going and that's final!" I guess everyone's patience has its limits. She was forced into the back of her dad's car while bawling her eyes out, like a lamb to the slaughter.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.